Hello everyone and welcome back to the fourth lesson in module 3. This module we were talking about similarity, and the fourth lesson is about similar triangles SSS and SAS similarity. Here the learning objectives of this lesson are to use the SSS and SAS similarity criteria to solve problems and prove triangle similar. Now we will see what this is. Now the first one, SSS, as you know, side, side, side. But this SAS is a little bit important because it's two sides and an angle. It can't be any angle. When we come to that problem, I'll explain it thoroughly. It's only one learning objective in this lesson. Now we will talk about the similarity of the both SSS and SAS. Look at this. The first one is side, side, and side. What does it mean to be? What does it mean by SSS? Does it mean it's all sides are congruent? Partially true, but it doesn't need to be all congruent. You can see these two triangles, right? Over here, the proportionality between two sides must be same. Now, for example, if these two sides are proportional, now if this is 3 and this is, say, 6 for ease, and imagine this is 4 and this must be 8. And if this is 5, okay, that's, let me take it as, anyway, 3.5, this must be 7. What is happening? All these are proportional in the sense, if I divide one of these sides, now you can choose, up to you, you can choose the bigger side or the smaller side, it's fine, it doesn't much matter. Now we can do both. I will take, see over here, the proportionality are given, I'll use them itself. JK is this line, what is the dimension? 8. Divided by MP, 4. That must be equal to KL. What is KL? 7 divided by QP or PQ 3.5. And lastly, it must be equal to LJ, that is 6 divided by QM, that is 3. Now let's solve them. 8 by 4 is 2. 7 by 3.5 is also 2. And last one is 2. All the three sides are proportional. Now, what about the other way around? Now, I can take the smaller side, 4 by 8. This must be equal to 3.5 by 7 and must be equal to 3 by 6. Let's solve them. It will be 1 by 2, that's half. Here it's half and here it's half. It doesn't require this value. It's not half or 2. No, this is not required. Only the proportionality is required. That means all these values must be equal. That's how we do it. So this is about the side, side, and side similarity. All the corresponding sides must be proportional to each other. Then they are similar. Now, what about the side angle and side? Now here, sometimes some get confused. Okay, if I have this side, imagine that, sorry, let it be this side, say, if you have this side and this side equal, and this angle equal, so this, and this is not SAS. SAS requires the angle to be an included angle. What does it mean? If you have two sides, the included angle will be between those both, side, angle, side. This is crucial. So side, angle, side. Now here you can see this RS, if this is corresponding, this, and XY, okay, these must be proportional. Now ST and YZ, and then the angle over here, S and Y, must be equal. They can't be proportional, they must be equal. If it's 30, here also it must be 30. And these two sides must be proportional to each other. Then that is called SAS. Important thing, the two sides must be proportional and the included angle must be congruent. Then that is SAS similarity. Now then, we will see some problems here. Determine whether the triangles are similar. Explain your reasoning. Now here, they have not mentioned any A, B, C, or M, P, Q. Nothing is mentioned. You must choose it. So how would you go along with it? It's very simple. See over here, which is the smallest side? Let's see for the smallest side in both of this. You can choose any one. I'll choose this. This is first, right? I'll choose this. Among all the three values, the smallest is of LK, isn't it? So I will write over here LK, and the value is 8. Divided by, which is the smallest here? MP. Divided by MP, that must be 6. Now what is the answer? It is 4 divided by 3. You do not need to solve it. Let's leave it in the fractions. It's fine. Now, you can go to the next biggest, middle value, or the biggest value. Up to you. I will go in ascending order. So, smallest is done. Let me go to the next biggest. That is 12. That is JL. So, JL divided by, that is equal to 12. What is the second biggest here? It's 9. So, that is MQ. And it's 9 here. And 3 table goes 4 times here and 3 times here. 4 by 3. What about the last one? JK. JK divided by PQ. Now this is what? JK is 16, PQ is 12. So what is the proportionality? 4 by 3. Why? Because 4 times 4 is 16 and 4 times 3 is 4 3 times is 12. So that's why it's 4 by 3. Now you can see this proportionalities are all equal. If this is the case, if all these are equal here, then they are similar from SSS postulate. So which postulate is used? It's similar side postulate. So this is it. You need to find all the proportionality. See, these are the things, and then find it out. SSS postulate. You can also do this divided by this smaller triangle by the bigger one. It will be 3 by 4, 3 by 4, 3 by 4. It's the same thing. Oh, now one more thing. You need to write the triangle similarity, right? How would you do that? Here, it is important to understand LK. What is L and K? Here. And then, what is the smallest here? MP. But I'm not sure which should I write. LK and MP or PM. Or it's KL. That's a bit confusing, right? So what you need to do is take any two sides, but that must be connected. Obviously, it will be connected. So LK and JL is connected. See over here. Now, let us see this. 1 second. Where is LK? This is the side, isn't it? Sorry. Now, LK. And down we have JL. Okay, JL. Here, let's see the same thing. MP, okay, M and P. And which is the other side over here? M and Q. So you can understand this side, this is yes, but which is the middle one of all these? And this one over here. Which is the middle angle? Middle angle is M, isn't it? So M is corresponding to L. So you can write M, similar, over here what will happen? L. Or you can write L first, M later. It's fine. So this is done. Now, which is the smaller side? Smaller side one. From L, smaller side is 8, right? So from M, which is the smaller side? P. So you can write after L, K, and over here L and P. And then lastly, what is remaining? J will correspond to Q. So this is how we write this proportional, the similarity, triangle similarity thing. So it is, you can write anyhow. See over here they have written J, but other side, what J is first? What is the corresponding angle, corresponding point? It is Q. See over here, J and Q. Yes. J and Q, L and M. Is it true? M and L, yes. And K and P. That is K and P. Doesn't matter which proportionality you write, as long as the sides are true to each other, they are congruent, the points are congruent to each other, that is it. So I'll repeat the last part once again because it is a little bit tricky. Now there are various ways to do it, but the easiest one I feel is you should just choose any point. Now you can just choose J, it's fine. Okay, don't choose anything over here. See what are the sides over here. 12 and 16, they are the biggest and the second biggest. So you must choose a point which doesn't have the smallest. See, the smallest is on the opposite. So this is the opposite side. 6 is the smallest. Opposite would be Q. This is one other way to do it. I just realized it. This is one thing. And then Q opposite, biggest one is L. So I know J and Q must be corresponding. What about L? L and M. And what about last one? You can just write it K and P. These are similar, they're triangles, and over here also triangle. That's it. Now you don't need to write the exact order, but if you know this order, you can just compare over here. These are the triangles. Now if you don't get the same thing, it's fine. Just see which is the correct option, because these must be proportional to each other. J must be with Q, L must be with M, and K must be with P. That's it. So I hope this is very clear now, because then you can solve all the problems by your own. It will be the SSS or SAS. Now I'll do this check problem quickly. Look over here. How many sides are given? 1, 2, 1, 2. Both triangles have 2 sides. All the 3 sides are not visible. Let's see, is there any angle equal? If you look closely, you must know this is vertical opposite angles, right? Look over here. This and this. If this is, say, 30, this must be 30. Why? Because they're vertically opposite. They're congruent to each other. Now we know these 2 sides and these 2 sides, and this angle is equal. So if these 2 sides are proportional, then yes, they are similar. These triangles are similar. Let's find out. Here, which is the smallest one? TW. Divided by over here, smallest one is WY. That is equal to 10 by 20. The proportionality is half. What about the other thing? ZW. ZW divided by WX. That is 11 by 22. That is half again. Now we got 2 proportionality and the angle is congruent. Yes, these are similar. How do you write it now? Write W and W for both. It is same. Okay, triangle W, triangle W. What is T? It is the smaller length. T, W to T will have smaller length. Over here, W to Y is having smaller length. And last 2 points, over here Z and over here X. So this is the similarity, how we write it. Now here it might be different. Now you can see over here it's T, but see T will correspond to Y as long as this corresponding, I'll just erase this. The corresponding is same, T and Y, yes. This also T and Y in the middle. W we have it first in the middle over here with W. Yes, with W. And lastly Z and, sorry, this should be X. Z and X. My bad. This is X. So that is from which postulate? Side angle side, where included angle is given. So it's SAS. Now then we will see another problem here. Find QN and PO. Justify your answer. Now they have told to find. First thing before you find, by the way, if you're confused over here, it's 2 1/4, okay? Now here, if you're confused how to find directly, no. First thing we need to prove whether they are similar and then we can find, okay? So how do we find they are similar? We need to find the proportionality. You can see there are some values given and this is the same angle, included angle is equal because it's the same angle for both the triangles, isn't it? Let's just look over here. This is one triangle over here, this one, and the outer one is another triangle, the big one. So they both are having the same point over here, included angle is same. So now here how we do is, we will do the proportionality. So this divided by the bigger triangle. What is the bigger triangle length? MQ is 5. What about MP? It's 3 plus 5, that is equal to 8. Now here the same thing, this divided by MN divided by MO. Sorry, that was bad. This and lastly this one, okay. This is 6, that's easy. What about the other one? It will be 6 plus 3 3/5. That is equal to, it will be 9 3/5, okay. That will be 9.6, 3/5 is 6, 0.6, okay. That's the answer. If you're getting confused, what about 3 3/5? Just use your calculator, you can solve it. I'll show you now. In the calculator, all you need to do is put 3 by 5. If you just put like this, directly, see now, 3 by 5, and then I put 3, this is wrong. When I press equal to, I'm getting an error. It's not 1.8, no, it should be 3 point something. So either you need to press plus here, then you will get the correct answer. It'll be 3.6. Or can you see the symbol here above this, above division? You need to press shift and this. Now put 3 here and 3/5. What is the answer? 18 by 4, 3.6. Now this is 2.25 to 1/4. You can do shift and this to 1/4. Okay, this is 2.25. If you want to convert this, there's one video there without calculators. I've done a separate video. I'll put it in the description to this video. You can click on that and see how to simply and easily you can convert these into decimals, okay, improper fractions. So that video will be in the description. You can watch it. Now we will come back over here. So we got 9.6 at the right side. The bigger triangle over here is 8. Okay, this is supposed to be 8. Equal to, okay, this is supposed to be equal to, I'll just point it out, this. Now what we do is we'll write proportionality. MQ divided by MP is equal to 5 divided by 8. And what about the other thing? It is MN divided by MO, that is equal to 6 divided by 9.6. Let's look at the similarity now. You can just put in the calculator over here. So we need to put 6 by 9.6. The answer is 5 by 8. Is it equal to the above? Yes. It would be 0.625, but leave it in fractions. It's much easier. So now this one, when you simplify it, it'll be 5 by 8. Both of these sides are proportional to each other. Now what about the angle? The angle is equal. This is congruent. M and M is same. So this triangle, these two triangles, MQN is similar to triangle MOMPO. Okay, this is the similarity. Now, once these are similar, you can solve them. How do we solve them? Choose any of this side, any of this already given side, and we will equate, instead of this, we will equate these two. I'll tell you how. I'll just erase everything. See, since we know 5 by 3, it's easily there. I'll just use that. MQ, see, inner triangle MQ divided by the outer triangle is MP. That must be equal to what? QN, the inner triangle base, divided by the outer triangle base is PO. So now substitute. What is MQ? 5 divided by MP is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. You need to add these both total length. That's why. What about QN? QN is X, and over here we have X plus 2/4 is 2.25. Now you can just put this everything in calculator and directly get the answer of X, or I will just do the cross multiplication here. It'll be 5X plus 5 times 2.25 would be 10, 11.25, right? 0.25 would be 1.25. Yes, it will be this. Equals 8x, and take this 5 to the other side, it will be 11.25. Divide equals 8x minus 5x. 11.25 equals 3x. Divide both the sides by 3. You will get the answer of x. That is, the answer of x is 3/3. Okay. Now we can use a calculator and solve it. 11.25 divided by 3, that is 3.75, which is equal to 3/3. But you can keep it in 3.75. That's much easier. Okay. Now, is the answer over? We found x value. But that is not the thing. It's not only for x. We need to solve QN and PO. So that means we need to substitute x back. What is QN? QN is equal to x. That means it is equal to 3.75. Okay, that's easy. What about PO? PO is x plus 2.25. That is equal to 3.75 plus 2.25. It will be 0.75 plus 2 is 1. So it will be 4 plus 2 is 6. This would be the final answers. It is 6, and over here 3.75. We will look into the answers. You can see the answer of PO is 6, and QN will be the same x value, 3.75 or 3/3. So this is how we basically solve this problem. Okay. So we need to first Prove that this is similar. These two triangles are similar by side proportionality and included angle, and then find the x value with any known side and the unknown x sides. After we find the x over here, MP, where is it? MP, the whole length is taken first and then MQ. Doesn't matter how you take it, the answer will be the same. And then we finally substitute the x value here and solve for the two sides. That's how we do this. We will look into a check problem. I would highly encourage every one of you to pause the video now and try this by yourselves. You will learn more and better. Now I will quickly find the proportionality. What about this? SQ, I'll directly write the values 8. Now you can see this is the proportional 8 by 10. That is 4 by 5. Okay. This and this side is done. What about this and this? 4 divided by 5. Yes. This and this are proportional, and we can see the included angles are congruent, so it is similar. We can directly move on to finding WR. Now if we know these are similar, all the sides are proportional, isn't it? So what I'll do is I'll take this side WR and this side of this other triangle RT and this. What it means is, look here, sorry, here I will take SR, that is 4 by 5, that must be equal to the inner triangle x plus 6 divided by outer one 2x plus 6. Now you just cross multiply and solve. Why? Because this side will be proportional to the other opposite other similar triangle side, and this side is proportional to this side. So I've written first 4 divided by 5. So this triangle value will be written over here. Side will be written first above. Numerator, if I use this, then only this triangle will be in the numerator. So that's why it's x plus 6 and here it's 2x plus 6. Cross multiply, it will be 4 times 2x plus 6. That is equal to 5 into x plus 6. Now what happens? It will be 8x plus 6 times 4 is 24. That is equal to 5x plus 30. Now here 5 goes to the other side. It will be 8x minus 5x. That is equal to 30 minus 24. It will be 3x equals 6 or x equals 2. Now this is the x value. I'm just simplifying. If you're very confused, you can put this directly in calculator and solve. If you're wondering how, I will just solve it now. Here you are the calculator. All you need to do is put the symbol 4 by 5 as it is. You have to just type it out. 4 by 5 over here. That is equal to alpha equal to, what is the above term? It is alpha x plus 6 divided by 2 alpha x plus 6. Shift and solve, you will get the answer. It will take some time, it will be 2. It might take about 30 seconds or something, maximum. You will get the answer within that. So x value is 2. What is this now? WR. This is x over here plus 6. So basically all you need to do is, it's 2 plus 6, that is 8. 8 is over here. And what about RT? It is 2x is what? 2 plus 6. So it will be 4 plus 6, 10. So here it will be 10. So 8 and 10 would be the answers. You can see it's 8 and 10. That's it. These are the answers. I hope this is clear by now. Okay, about the similarity of the triangle, which is the similar parts over here, S and S and this part. Now it's not given anything. You can choose anything. Over here I've just taken a U. You can choose any other thing. Now here S and U must be congruent. Now W and the outermost part, because R is again same, so R and R is same, W and T. So it is W S R. That would be, W would start from here, T U R. That's it. That is by SAS postulate. Now we have a real world problem here. Julia is designing a A-frame house. The entire house will be 40 feet tall and the base of the house will be 60 feet long. She will build a second floor balcony around the outside of the house, 15 feet above the ground. The left side of the house will be 50 feet long and the balcony will intersect The side 18.75 feet from the bottom. Now this is important. From ground means from downside, from bottom means down, okay? The height of the house bisects the base of the house and the balcony. Calculate the total length of the balcony. So now let's just understand from this figure here. Whenever you see A frame means something like this, A, right? Okay. Now the thing is, its base is over here and there's a balcony in the middle. That's the thing. Here they have given a lot of dimensions. Let's see. The entire house will be 40 feet tall. So this is the vertical height that is given, 40 feet, entire house. Fine. And it is 60 feet long. So this base, bottom base over here, this base is given as 60 feet. 60. She will build a second floor balcony around the outside of the house, 15 feet above the ground. So this distance over here is 15. This one. The total is 40. This is 15. Then, what do we need? The left side of the house will be 50 feet long. Okay, they have told this left side. What is this length? This left side length? The left side of the house will be 50 feet. So this is about 50 feet. And it will intersect the balcony at 18.75. So this distance here will be 18.75 feet from the bottom. Okay, the height of the house bisects the house and the balcony. That means over here, this is bisecting it. Bisect. Okay, what does bisect mean? This height, right, makes this into equal triangles. They both are equal. That's what it means, okay? And the height of the house bisects the house. Calculate the total length of the balcony. See, we know this is bisecting. That means these two are equal, okay? Now, we can consider this length. This is over here equal. And now this is similar. Why similar? Because over here, since it's bisecting, this will be 30. This will be 30. Here we know that dimensions is 40 and over here it's 35, right? Remaining. So this side is same for both the triangles. Over here base, this is a similar triangle. Looking at it, we can tell this is similar, okay? Because same thing is happening in the right side. But that is not we need to solve. We need to find this, calculate the total length of the balcony, this length, okay? This is very important. How do we find this length? See this length over here. We know bottom is 60. The total length of the bottom is 60. We know this is the inner one, right? So we know we are left side. We have the total. You can. It's up to you guys. You can choose this one, straight height or the left side. It's up to you. I'll just choose the left side, or you can choose this one also. It'll be the same answer. Not to worry. Now, the total length over here, the outer triangle, that is the total outer triangle, and this will be the inner one. So, what is the outer triangle length? It is 50, right? Outer side, sorry, one side, left side. This is 50. Okay, but what about this inner one? We don't know. But we know the other side, 18.75. So, just minus 50 by 18.75, it will be 31.25, right? Yeah, if you add this, it will be 50. So this is what I am doing. What am I doing? Basically, from the left side known dimensions, I'll find the inner dimension. 31.25. This is unknown x. Your total length is known. So I'll just erase this one, which was given. And now here, you can analyze one thing. This triangle, right, is now known. The two sides, one is x unknown, but this is known, so that's fine. What about the other triangle, the outer triangle here? From the outer triangle, this is unknown, this is also known whole. So we can write the proportionality now. You can write any proportionality you want. I will just choose A, B, C, D and E. Now look here, AB, the small length, AB must be divided by AD, the total length. That must be equal to BC divided by the total length, that is D of the base. Now substitute what you know. AB is 31.25. 31.25 divided by AD is what? 50 total length. That must be equal to BC is X divided by D is 60. Now you can put this in calculator and solve, or you can directly try solving it manually. This 0 0 cancels and then you can simplify it easily. I'll just use the calculator to save time here. Now here, what is it? 31.25. Let me bring it here. 31.25 divided by 50 must be equal to x, that is alpha x, divided by 60. Shift and solve, you will get the answer 37.5. Let us see whether it's correct. Okay, now this is about the congruency and all sorted out. Now this is how we sorted out the congruency, because the middle length is given, right? We have done the previous problem, same thing. And then let's solve. Yeah, let me just clear this all. You can see over here, you can just take a picture or something if you want over here. I'll clear it off. The answer must be 37.5. Yes, that is the answer. In the textbook, they have used some other methods, okay? But doesn't matter which method you use, the answer will be the same. It's just that the method is different. You can follow this, or you can just do the method which I told you. It's very simple. You should just know what the dimensions are given, substitute here, and directly the proportionality, and you'll get the answer. Very easy. The answer is 37.5. We got it directly because we substituted directly. That's it. So now we have a real world problem, and it's about me over here, Justin. I'm also Justin. Let's see this. Tennis. Justin is playing tennis. When serving, he stands 12 feet away from the net, which is 3 feet tall. Okay, this is a bit confusing. Let me write it out. When serving, he stands 12 feet away. So the net is important. Let's assume this is the net. Okay, this is the tennis court. This is the net. That is 3 feet. Okay. And he is standing where? Now imagine this is Justin. He is standing 12 feet. So this is 12 feet from here to here. Now what next? Which is 3 feet tall. The net is 3 feet tall. Yes, we have done it. The ball is served from a height of 7.5 feet. So he raises his hands and then he serves it from here. Okay, this is 7.5 feet. Now Justin thinks the ball travels about 21.4 feet before it hits the ground, 8 feet from the net on the opposite side. Okay. Before I continue this, I just want to tell, now these problems are very difficult if you don't understand and draw this. So what the best way is, read one sentence, draw what is told. Okay, sometimes, most of the times, the diagram will be given. The last problem, I think so, the diagram is already given in the question, but when the diagram given, okay, but these values won't be given, so you need to point them out, you need to mention it. Okay, otherwise it'll be hard. Now here, this much is done. Over here, Justin thinks the ball travels about 21 feet, 21.4 feet before it hits the ground, 8 feet from the net opposite to this. Okay, from here he is hitting the ball, right? It goes like this and it touches the ground. The distance this line covers is 21.4 feet, and it touches the ground 8 feet. Okay, over here, opposite side. This is the initial side we took. The opposite would be this one. Okay, now let's just solve. Yeah, if there is any mistake, I'll do it again, okay, because I'm doing it for the first time as well. I have not yet completed this in the in my class. So now what about it? See, we have much of the distance over here. I'll just mark one more thing here. This distance to this distance. Okay, that's the distance given. Now first we need to find whether they are similar. So how do you find similarity? The sides, right? So this is a triangle, bigger triangle. This one is inner triangle. So let me just change the color and mention it. So the green one, I'll just draw a simple one. This green one is an inner triangle. Now let me choose another color, say blue. That would be the outer triangle, okay? Like this. So that would be the outer triangle. Now here, if you look closely, there are many things that are similar. That is, sorry, not many, including angle. This angle is equal. But now we can't use this angle, guys. We can't use this. Why? Think for a few seconds and tell why you can't use this in your own minds. Okay, think about it, because this is an important thing. Look at the given sides. We know this side, this side, this and this. For SAS postulate, what did I tell? A must be included angle. If I use this, I know these two sides and this angle doesn't make sense, right? So I can't use this angle, so that's no use for me. But now I can see, this is 90 degrees. This is also 90 degrees, okay? Because standing, you must consider this is upright. That's the thing. And this also is straight. That's what you need to consider. Now, this is 90, 90. And this sides must be similar, because this 90 degree will be the included angle of these two sides, S and S. And this is A. So that is the postulate. Let me find whether these two sides are all these two sides are proportional to each other. I'll use the smaller triangle first. It's 3 divided by 7.5. That must be equal to 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by, 12. So let me just solve this up. Let's use the calculator. 3 divided by 7.5 is 2 by 5. Okay. And what about 8 by 12? 8 divided by, oh, now here I've done a mistake. Wait, let me just write 3 by 7.5. Let me see what's the answer. This is 2 by 5, because 1.5 is divisible and all. So I'll write over here, it is 2 by 5. I just realized this is the inner triangle and this is the outer. Now here, inner triangle is 8. This is correct. But what is the outer? It's not 12. It must be the sum, right? Add these both. 8 plus 12 is 8 plus 12 is 20. So 20 is the total length. This is the length. Is that okay? So this is 20, not 12. So this is wrong. I hope this is clear. Why? Because this base, which I took 7.5, is of the outer triangle, the entire outer triangle, not the inclusion of anything. So here, I can't take 12 because 12 is just till here. I need the entire length. Therefore, it is 20. Now I'll put that in calculator. 8 divided by 20, it is 2 by 5, because 4 is divisible. 4 2 times 8, it's 2 by 5. So both these are proportional. So what you do is write over here that is equal to 2 by 5. Hence, we can prove it by SAS postulate. They are proportional to each other. But what else do we need? What is asked? We found proportionality, yes. How far does the ball travel before it reaches the net? Round your answer to the nearest 10. See, now this is the question. From here, when Justin hits the ball from here, how far does it travel to reach the net? Here, how far is this distance? That is the question. Here, you need to understand this part. This is unknown, right? We know the total distance is 21. So what you need to do is, you need to use the total and this one. So let us use the total. Total distance is 21.4. Total, this side. Let's take the below side as total, because over here we know both the sides, right? What is this below side? Total is divided by 20. The total of this side and divided by the total of the below side, that must be equal to, let's take from here to here till this part. That is what we need, x. And now take the distance from here till here only, that is 12. Put this in calculator, you will get the distance. Here, let's just put it 21.4 divided by 20, that is equal to, x is alpha x by 12. Shift and solve. It's 12.84. The answer must be 12.8. Yeah, correct. It's 12.8. They have rounded off to the nearest 10th. Okay, they have mentioned it. So 12.84 is the real answer. 12.84. Now, when you round out to nearest 10, 10 has how many zeros? 1. So you should have only 1 point after decimal, 1 digit after decimal. So it is less than 5. It will be 12.8. That's the answer. So this is how we can find this distance. Now here, I'll just recall over here. Since we want only this distance, what we do is, total distance divided by this distance. See, from here, total distance divided by this distance, whatever we want. We want from the distance from where Justin hits the ball until it reaches the net, touches the net. Same thing, do it in the bottom side. The total distance is how much? This total distance divided by the total. 21.4 divided by 20 equals this unknown distance x and this one till the net. Where Justin is standing till where the net is. So that's how we find 12.8. Now, there is one more problem. What assumptions did you make to solve the distance that the ball travels? Okay, we did plenty of assumptions, right? Okay, I'll just look at the answer and then explain it. Okay, we assume that ball. Okay, I get what it is. Now, see, the thing is, we assume this is a triangle. If it's triangle, it's a straight line. Now, that was not mentioned over here. Obviously, we thought that the ball will go in a straight line. So that's why we assumed that. And then the angle between the net and the ground. See this angle? We assumed it to be 90-degree, right? It's like upright. So otherwise, you can't solve. These two angles must be same. Otherwise, you can't solve. So that is an assumption which we made. And also, where Justin is standing here, I told is standing upright. So that means also 90-degree, right? So these are the few of the assumptions which made. Ball travels straight. So this, now it didn't curve or anything. Sometimes, you know, if there is air force, air pressure and stuff, it might curve. But we didn't assume any of those. We thought it's just going straight and these two 90 degrees. So that's about the assumptions. And that's it. So we reached the end of this lesson, though there are just 3 example problems in this. They're pretty lengthy. I mean, I hope it is thoroughly understood to you guys. If you have any other doubts, please do post them in the comments and I will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. And that's it. Please try to work out more and more problems on yourself. Do take these videos for understanding and then you need to solve more so you'll understand better. That's it in this video. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.